Hello everyone, this is Akhil Reddy Cherkupalli. I have chosen the topic Information Hiding and Challenges for Forensics Experts by Wojcik, Mazucik and Stefan Wenzel. Information hiding, it's used to make the data difficult to notice or to send the messages or to store data secretly. And the rest of the examples you have seen the exfiltration of confidential data from United States to Moscow by Russian, and then the transfer of child pornographic material by a group of pedophiles called Shadows Brotherhood, and then the planning of terrorist attack, which includes the steganography to coordinate their actions. So these are all the examples which are given in the paper, so that we are following the steganography and covert channels, the techniques to verify the attacks, what happened, and to track the progress of the incident. So here we are following three of the major techniques, which includes steganography. It's the hiding secret data in a suitable carrier. It follows through digital steganography, and then natural steganography, and rest of the things for the digital, for the images, and rest of the things to hide to hide information within the digital images, audio files, and videos. And then it comes to the covert channel. It is nothing but a type of attack that creates a capability of to transform information objects between processes that are not supposed to be allowed to communicate by the computer security policy. And then we use CUI initiatives. It is criminal use of information hiding. It's recently launched by the European cybercrime. It's it follows through the collaborate with relevant players to know about the information what happened recently, and monitor the crime what happened, and to create the awareness to tell about the thing and to provide advice to be careful, and by sharing the incidents, and creating educational tools and courses, and by explaining all of the things to the person who is taking the responsibility. Basically, this table compares two types of carriers for the data hiding. It includes the digital media and network traffic, and it follows type of the carriers like the method, capacity, bandwidth used, and then the hidden data we should exceed the file capacity, or it's becomes slow, and then the hidden application. So digital media uses covert storage, and the network traffic, it uses communication. So both are different. And the nature, what happened in both of the types. And then clues for the forensic analysis, what are the clues we can get. And then the detectability, how can these data will be detect. And then the cost of applying the data hiding, and then the robustness, how fast it is. So here there are some of the techniques which are using in the current state of information hiding in cybercrime. For example, law enforcement agencies. It was the biggest concern in the law enforcement agencies is that covert techniques are being used to ensure stealth communication among terrorists, criminals, and cyber criminals. And then when it comes to digital steganography, it incorporates techniques to hide information within the digital images, audio files, and digital videos. And then by following the methods, it can either substitute redundant data in the cover objects embedded in the signal transform space, and then by using the spectrum techniques, it changes the properties of a cover object or represents secret information by introducing a signal. And then network steganography, it deals with the concealment of information within network transmissions. It's nothing but it deals with the network data should be appears in in carrying the hidden data. It's by malware to conceal its command and to control communication instead of only encrypting it. It helps, and it is suitable for a long-term stealthy data leakage. An organization was attacked using an advanced test. Indeed, for example, Linux has faced this type of issue. And then when it comes to the single host covert channels, here like these channels allow the leakage of information between the processes by utilizing the shared resources. For example, like local files, disk comes, whether we store the data in that disk. And here the like major goal is to break the mandatory security policy, and the applications and operating systems analyze to detect and such of the possible threats attacks in it. For example, like VX security kernel has faced this, and the recently most common case in which like local covert channels were investigated involves a colliding application scenario. It was detailedly explained in the paper. And then this scheme is infected with a malware composed of two processes running in separate sandboxes. So here there are like some of the challenges facing by the forensic examiners in the information hiding. So basically there are no guidelines provided for investigators that will allow for the systematic research on a hidden account. And then like for suppose if like inspected computer is infected with information hiding capable malware, then for an investigator it could be difficult to discover such a fact. And then like often forensic examiners rely on the hash sets of the known data hiding tools or the tools they know. They may not recognize the steganographic tool even if they found it. For example, we'll use like proprietary software. And then by with the increasing of network traffic, hard drive storage capacity, and then the number of diverse files, it includes images, videos, audio, text files, and a typical user stores like, and a complete search for carries with embedded secret data becomes a tremendously consuming task. And then like we have like and even forensics cannot solely focus on active signaling methods during the analysis, because like the research demonstrates the timing behavior of server side applications. It's not like to reduce the information about the existence of users on the systems. And this is like explained in the popular like open SSH daemon faults. And then when it comes to the investigators, they are not also focusing their hidden data but on discovering whether any known information hiding program has been installed in the device, and which does not lead towards revealing the message that has been hidden, especially in a proprietary tool if it is used. And then when it comes to the steganographic programs, it's like the covert data exchange is tightly coupled, and the adopted carrier it makes detection. And then like some tools exist to help the forensic experts like steganographic programs. They are typically crafted for a particular technique and a small group of them, like for example it's like one type of carrier. And then when it comes to the existing software of the information hiding, it is like increasing difficult to discover because no remnants of the program would be found on the suspect hardware. So by using the removed steganographic application scanner they introduce, it allows to discover artifacts and the known steganographic programs even if they are previously uninstalled or run from a portable memory storage. In this picture it shows the like how the modern information hiding works. So basically the covert data technique, it follows through the storage and the communication. In the storage it includes digital media steganography, which includes like imaging and audio, video, all the file. And then the data storage includes the files, mass storage. And then in the network steganography it includes the signals and the channels and rest of the things. So this slide shows the percentage of the identified hidden information from the years like 2011 to 2016. So here are some of the use cases for criminal application of hiding methods. When it comes to covert storage, like to hide secret data in such a way that no one beside the owner is authorized to discover the location. its aim to do is like store the secret data in a hidden manner, like the case of the some of the groups, like for example Shadows Brotherhood, which was mentioned in the paper, to like to hide information like no one knows, or either the sender or receiver. And then when it comes to the covert communication tool, it communicates messages like the keeping like some aspect of exchanging the secret, like criminals use the information hiding to covertly exchange their confidential data. And then when it comes to the covert data exfiltration technique, the criminals use this confidential data to conformably malware, like, and then it becomes stealthier while residing on the infected host. And then like many of the problems will arrive between the servers, like command control servers and rest of the things. This picture describes the objectives of the like criminal use investigation initiatives which are followed to like protect data from the cyber crimes and all the things. So the initial objective is like to monitor the related cyber crime. So we need to know like what happened in the cyber crime and what all the things need to be like to follow to reduce the crime, or to not to happen that crime again, or not to leak the data. So we need to collaborate with the relevant players who has been part of the team, and then we should raise the awareness, like to know or like to describe the information about that, and we need to provide an advice by not to following the all things. And then we should share the examples like what happened, all the things on that time. And then we need to join like academy professionals, and then we should do like research and development new methods, and we should to track the progress of research by creating the educational tools and courses. Likes, I like the paper because of the techniques we should use to maintain our data safe and need to transmit the information safely without leaking. And then I got to know like what happens if the data gets leaked through some of the examples that was explained in the paper. And then coming to the strengths, I think the main strength of the paper is covert storage, which is to hide secret data in such a way that no one besides the owner is authorized to discover its location and retrieve it. Like the main aim of the covert storage is to not reveal the store secret data to any unauthorized party. And the weakness is like explaining only the fewer examples for forensic experts, and then how like it works from person to person should be explained in more detail. And like probably I've seen like some improvements, but in my view taking more examples and more cases will get more information on the particular incident, so that we can go through on the every case and we can see like how it works in every particular case. Assumptions to disagree, yeah. Oh sorry, what would you do differently? So I would prefer an encrypted format and then use only a single individual receiver to share or hide the information, so that if data gets leaked we can know how the data has leaked by any one of the person. And by monitoring the system usage and the web, we'll get to know the work done by the sender and receiver. And then disagree, I disagreed with the statement that states like many of the commercial tools for information hiding detection do not exactly focus on revealing the embedded secret data, but rather to find artifacts which left behind the hiding tools, because sometimes it might help to find the information. And then for future work, like to work jointly with researchers around the world and track the progress of academic research, so that we can raise awareness and provide advice by sharing the incidents. Thank you everyone. If you have any questions, please go through the paper that I have been uploading with the presentation, or else you can message me personally.